Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be tying this little olive style Wulff pattern that will certainly get a couple of fish if they're interested in something that's olive and buggy off the top. Good fun to tie. Let's get stuck right into it. So starting off behind the eye, it's a B170 Kamasan medium wire, and we've got some 8/0 Chartreuse uni. So just going to bring the thread to there and cut away. And then up first we've got in the stacker, it's a really small amount of, it's basically a chartreuse dyed deer hair. As always, make sure you comb out under for any broken ends, that sort of stuff, and just get these tips lined up nicely. So come in and measure up roughly where you want this to be and how big you want the post to be. I'm probably going to go about here, and that looks about right for the post. So I'm just going to come in, hold this on top, come in with a couple of turns, tighten down, and then I'm going to lift all of this up. And just catch that, make sure it's nice and tight, come in flush up against it. And then bring all of this sort of wing bit forward again. You can look to cut this away at a nice taper to help support the body shape. Then just catch all of this in. Okay, then I'm going to run the thread down towards the back end of the hook, and then we're going to look to catch in our tailing fibre, which is a slightly darker shade of green deer hair. So you don't need a lot of fibres I've got, so just come in and measure up roughly where you want this and the length. So I'm going to probably go about there. So I'm just holding it on the side just now. I'm going to use the thread to roll it onto the top of the shank. And then I'm going to come up and under with a turn, which will lock it but lift it at the same time. And then just navigate yourself through these ends that are currently sticking up. Then you can come forward and tighten up and tidy up. Okay, now at this point I'm going to come in with some olive hare's mask. Not a lot, but just enough to give us a nice sort of roughed up buggy body. As always, you can add more as you go, but just coming round, a couple of turns and twisting as I go. Okay, good stuff. When you're happy with your body, come back to the front. Now we're going to catch in our hackles. So first up I've got, this is a basically an olive cock hackle, and I'm going to catch in by the tip, just cleaning it up a little bit to create a good catching point, because I want to catch this in front and behind the sort of post wing. So this can be a little bit fiddly, but just make do with it. Just come in with a couple of turns just now, and then chop away that first tie-in point. And then at the same time I'm going to come in with a micro grizzle hackle and catch this in the same way, in front and behind. Then you've got them caught in at the front, you can bring the wing forward and catch them in behind also, just with a turn or two. Then bring your thread back to the front. Okay, up first we're going to come in with the micro grizzle and get a couple of turns behind. Try and hold everything else out the way so it'll behave. So I'm just doing 2 turns behind, then I'm going to do 2 to 3 turns in front. Then you can come in, hold your thread out of the way and chop away the bit that you don't need. Just putting in a few turns just to bring anything back that you don't want in the way. And then I'm going to come in with hackle plier, and basically we're going to wind this cock hackle through the grizzle that we've just put on. Try and avoid the deer hair post wing. And then come to the front and get some good wraps in front of the grizzle. And that should be enough. Just create a catching point where you can come through with your thread. Just create a gap. Sometimes holding the hackle out at about a right angle will create a space. Then when you've caught it in, you can release your hackle plier and fold everything back the way. Get a turn or 2 in just to lock it in place. Then you can cut this excess away. And then look to tidy up. Just stroking back anything coming forward that shouldn't be coming forward. Just a wee fibre there that I don't like. Then all I'm going to do is put a little bit of super glue on the thread and whip finish. Hope you enjoyed that. Again, nice little fly, good fun to tie. We'll certainly get a fish if they're interested in something that's olive and buggy looking off the top. As always, until next time, drop a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Be great to hear from you. Take care. Cheers.